Before we move on to Cassini's final maneuvers, it's worth pausing to admire one of the most beautiful gifts this mission gave to humanity: its photography. Cassini wasn't just a spacecraft, it was a cosmic artist. Over its 13-year stay in Saturn's orbit, Cassini sent back more than 450,000 images. These weren't just scientific data points, they were visual masterpieces. They offered us an unprecedented view of the ringed planet, its iconic moons, and the rich complexity of its system. When scientists designed the Huygens probe, they believed it might land on a liquid surface, perhaps a methane or ethane ocean. That's how mysterious Titan was at the time. So the lander was engineered accordingly, with flotation capabilities just in case. But, as it turned out, Huygens landed on what's believed to be the dry bed of a lake. A frozen plain, etched with ancient runoff channels and shaped by winds that echo across Titan's distant surface. Meanwhile, back aboard Cassini, the spacecraft continued its dual role as explorer and documentarian. It captured Saturn in every lighting condition, from the planet basking in the glow of sunlight to rare alignments casting shadows across its famous rings. Saturn's moons, too, became stars of the mission. From Enceladus's icy geysers to the cratered face of Mimas, which resembles the Death Star, every celestial body in Saturn's orbit was examined and captured in crisp, often surreal imagery. Some of these images were even turned into breathtaking animations by mission enthusiasts and professional scientists alike. By carefully aligning, color-correcting, and sequencing Cassini's raw data, they created time-lapse journeys that simulate what it would feel like to ride on the spacecraft itself, watching moons rise and set, shadows drift across rings, and storms whirl beneath Saturn's golden clouds. And just to be clear, there's no CGI in these reconstructions. The images are real, the beauty is real. The only edits are enhancements in color and contrast to better reveal features invisible to the human eye. For instance, one iconic image shows Saturn backlit by the sun, a dramatic shot that casts the rings in silhouette and reveals faint outer structures never seen before. Another captures the moon Dione hovering over Saturn's atmospheric bands, a juxtaposition of icy rock and gas giant grandeur. Cassini's onboard camera systems, like the Imaging Science Subsystem, ISS, were among the most sophisticated ever sent into deep space. They worked tirelessly, not only snapping photos, but also helping with navigation, guiding the spacecraft as it maneuvered between moons and rings. And as Cassini's fuel reserves began to dwindle, scientists were determined to make every remaining moment count. They planned the mission's final act with precision, creating a phase known as the Grand Finale, a series of daring orbits that would take Cassini between the rings and the planet itself. This wasn't just for show. It was a calculated risk, designed to collect data never before accessible. And throughout this final dance with Saturn, Cassini kept taking photos, right up until the moment it plunged into the atmosphere, snapping farewell shots of the planet it had orbited for over a decade. These final images, the last glances of Saturn's upper atmosphere and the edges of its rings, carry a kind of poetic weight. They are the dying embers of a mission that pushed the boundaries of engineering and inspired a new generation of planetary scientists. Cassini's photography has influenced not only space science, but also art, education, and culture. Its images have appeared on classroom walls, in textbooks, at museums, in documentaries, and even on album covers. In a time where space can sometimes feel distant or abstract, Cassini made it feel intimate. It made Saturn's system tangible, and it did it one frame at a time. In the next segment, we'll dive into the Grand Finale, the final series of risky orbits that took Cassini closer to Saturn than ever before, revealing data that changed our understanding of the planet's internal structure, gravity, and rings. Keep your eyes open and your mind wide. The journey continues with infinity beyond.